Okay, students, today you're going to introduce the characters and the setting in your story using sensory details. So as a review, sensory details are things that you hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. And using sensory details in a story really helps it come alive for your reader. I'm going to start by looking at my story arc. So I need to start my story by talking about how Rose goes horseback riding with Breezy. It's also really important that I make the setting and the characters clear to my reader. I really need to set up the story for my reader so they know what's going on. Breezy galloped through the pasture. Her silver mane waving in the wind. So I want you to notice that I already used some sensory details. I described what Breezy's silver mane looked like. And I'm going to underline when I have sensory details just so you notice them. Here, girl, called Rose. Breezy trotted toward Rose. Good girl, Rose said affectionately as she stroked Breezy's gray and white speckled nose. So I want you to notice that again, I described something that you would see, Breezy's gray and white speckled nose. So it's another sensory detail. Rose placed her brown leather saddle gently on Breezy's back, then hopped up. Here's another place where I described what the saddle looks like. She signaled to Breezy to keep walking. Then signaled to her to go into a gallop. As Rose's long black curly hair blew in the breeze, she smiled. So here's another place that I described what Rose looks like and how her hair looked in the breeze. So it's a sensory detail of something that you would see. I can't imagine better than this, she thought. The last 2 years with Breezy had been some of the happiest years of Rose's life. She had begged her mom for a horse for 2 years before her mom bought her Breezy for her 12th birthday. Okay, that's all the writing I'm going to do today. So I would just like you to notice that I used sensory details. I introduced my characters, Breezy and Rose. I introduced that they're on a pasture in the countryside. And then down here, where I say how Breezy was owned by Rose for 2 years, I gave some important background to the story that Breezy is Rose's horse and how Rose got Breezy. So today, I would like you to look at your story arc, look at your other papers if it helps you, and then I want you to get started on your story and describe your characters in your setting and set up your story for your reader. I'd like you to set a timer and write for 30 minutes, and then you can stop. Okay, bye.